Hey YouTube, Motor Racing Network, Steve Post here. Another great collection of Diecast cars. We have all of these cars available at your local Diecast dealer or at planbsales.com. Let's get started, and we started this year in Daytona, the Daytona 500 winner, and it is here. Joey Logano's Shell Pennzoil Ford, confetti all over it, just as it sat in victory lane after winning the Great American Race. So we have that in the standard finish, and we have it in color finish, color chrome finish as well. Speaking of Daytona wins, how about young driver Ryan Reed, NASCAR Xfinity Series? He scored his career first win at Daytona. We have the Lilly Diabetes Mustang for Roush Fenway Racing and his victory at Daytona. Now, one of the great events this year that we had across the season of NASCAR racing was Throwback Weekend at Darlington for the Bojangles Southern 500. They're still talking about this. Really, really cool, great event, and we have some of the throwback paint schemes available. In the 124 scale size, we've got Tony Stewart's Bass Pro Shop car with the old Bass Pro Shop logo on it. We've got Kevin Harvick's Budweiser Lager beer car. Looks like the old Morgan McClure car. Thought about Sterling Marlin and Ernie Irvin and guys like that as we watched Harvick wheel that car around the racetrack. Haas CNC, they went back to their original paint scheme with Kurt Busch, and we've got that in the standard finish. We also have this Haas CNC car for Kurt Busch in the color chrome finish as well. Ryan Newman's Caterpillar colors, that was reflecting old school Caterpillar logo. We've got that available in the color chrome, and folks, we can do anything on the planet, but with race cars, they just don't come any better than this. This, the Richard Petty throwback, the paint scheme that they raced in 1972 with the STP cars that Eric Almirola carried at Darlington. These are in stock now. We still have a bunch of them coming in, but these items are in stock now and ready to ship from Throwback Weekend. We mentioned Eric Almirola, another one of his paint schemes when we had the military salute earlier this year, the United States Air Force car. So we have that available in standard finish, and we have that available in the color chrome finish. Kyle Larson, and by the way, we'll hear from Kyle Larson a little later on the post show. Kyle Larson, the Viva Vantage car, available in the traditional paint scheme and available in the color chrome finish as well. Jeff Gordon, earlier this year at Pocono, he went with the Penn State colors on his car. Great program they had up there. They brought in some business students and some engineering students and had them a chance to meet with some of the insiders on the business side of the sport and some of the insiders on the engineering side of the sport. Jeff Gordon flying the Penn State colors, so the Nittany Lion fans want to make sure you get that on the Exalta Chevrolet, also available in color chrome. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Baja Blast paint scheme is available from Mountain Dew in the standard finish as well as the color chrome finish. So we have that first row of cars. We'll continue right on with these race cars. Let's start down here with Carl Edwards Comcast Business Built for Speed in the color chrome finish. So we have that with Carl Edwards, as I know the Toyota cars were a little late out of the box, but they're coming in right now really strong. As you can see, we have got a bunch of Kyle Busch diecast. This is the M&M's Crispy, and we have got all of the special finishes on this car available now. Color chrome, we have the liquid color, we have the raw finish, and we have the vintage finish on this. So really cool what we have with Rowdy Busch and the number 18 car, and it just doesn't get more traditional than Interstate Batteries. We've got the Interstate Batteries paint scheme for Kyle Busch available in traditional finish and available in color chrome. A.J. Allmendinger, the Kroger's colors. We had that. That was their patriotic salute car. We've got that in the standard finish and the color chrome finish as well for A.J. Allmendinger with JTG Doherty Racing. We've got the Love's Travel Center car. This is David Gilliland's Ford for Front Row Motorsports, available standard finish, and we have that available in color chrome. Also from the front row camp, we've got the Speed Stick colors of Cole Witt available as well in standard finish and the color chrome finish for Cole Witt. We've got a Regan Smith NASCAR Xfinity Series car, the fire alarm system paint scheme, sharp looking Chevy Camaro there from Junior Motorsports. And finally, Daniel Suarez is doing a great job in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Joe Gibbs Racing. We have got his car as well. I'll just take a pause here for a second, kind of catch our breath, but do want to remind you, coming up on the post show, Kyle Larson going to join us. Yeah, he was here. And we'll chat with Kyle Larson on the post show here of the Diecast Review Show. Now let's continue on here with 1/64 scale diecast, because we have some winners, including the Talladega winner. This is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Nationwide Insurance car. That was the winning car. Remember that big win at Talladega? Oh boy, everything was right in the world when Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Talladega. we have got that race-winning car. We've got Junior's Baja Blast Mountain Dew car available in 1/64 scale, and we also have the patriotic paint scheme for Tony Stewart with Mobile One available in 1/64 scale. A couple of the throwback cars from Darlington, Tony Stewart's old throwback Bass Pro Shop car and Harvick's Budweiser Lager beer car available in 1/64 scale. We've got the Sherwin-Williams paint scheme of Jamie McMurray from Chip Ganassi Racing with Felix Sabates. Really, really cool car there. And we've got Kyle Larson's Ineos NASCAR Xfinity Series car available as well. Carl Edwards, he's been selling Subway sandwiches, it seems like forever, and he sold some this year with this race car. Here's the Carl Edwards Subway car, and we've got Matt Kenseth's Reese's Fine Food car. Reese's, of course, makes potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad. You put Kenseth's Reese's with Carl Edwards Subway, and you've got yourself a good meal. They've got it covered at Joe Gibbs Racing, but we have got Kenseth's Reese's Chevrolet, or Reese's Toyota as well. Austin Dillon's ethanol E15 car is available. Here is the patriotic Air Force car of Eric Almirola. We've got the Bush's Beans, the Grillin' Beans car. Yeah, who doesn't love Grillin' Beans? From A.J. Allmendinger. And we've got Labonte cars. Yes, here is the Frankie Stoddard, the FAS Motorsport car of Terry Labonte, and here is Bobby Labonte. So we even have Labonte Brothers diecast cars available in stock now, and this one just came in. These are the 187th pullback cars that we have, and as you can see, we've got Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Valvoline. This is the throwback Darlington car, and these are the pullback cars, so you can move them, you pull them back, and they'll roll across the floor or your table. So we have that 187th pullback car available now as well. So we have got all these great diecast cars available. They're in stock, of course. So much diecast on planbsales.com. You need to check it out, and you need to see what we have there. I know we've got your favorite driver covered. We need to step away. When we come back, it'll be time for a special edition of the post show. That's right, Kyle Larson will join us in the post show. It is time for the post show now, where we get a chance to talk and do some racing, talk with you folks, or talk with some of our top NASCAR drivers. And this week on the show here, we had a chance to catch up with Kyle Larson. He was here autographing some diecast cars, and we're so excited about the diecast cars. We have the Parker Store truck. Remember, this is the one that Kyle raced at Homestead Miami Speedway last year. So we have the Parker Store truck, and hey, we're partial. Our sprint car, the one he raced at Winter Heat and won with at Winter Heat. We have Kyle Larson, and it is now autographed in stock and ready to go. So we've got a huge amount of diecast from Kyle Larson, all autographed. Go to planbsales.com and check out the autographed diecast that we have available. Just a lot of cars available from Kyle Larson. So Kyle was here. He was signing some autographs, and we had a chance to catch up with him, and we talked to him a little bit about this season. As you know, Kyle not able to make it into the chase. His teammate Jamie McMurray did make it in, and we asked Kyle, what does that mean for the final 10 races for his team as they end the season, try to end it on a strong note?
You know, I think we just go into them like we did, last season, and try and pretend that we're in the chase, and go out there and try and run up front, lead laps, and try and advance in the next rounds, even though we know we're not in it. I feel like we did a good job of that last year, and we'll continue to try and build on our organization throughout this year.
So with Kyle not in the chase and Jamie McMurray in the chase, we asked Kyle, are there things that he could do maybe to help Jamie McMurray in the championship battle?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some things that we can do on the 42 team to help Jamie in his hopes of winning the title this year. I'm sure if Matt McCall or their engineers want us to try something in practice to save them time, we might be able to do that, and hopefully if it helps, they can hurry up and put it in their car. It's really cool to see Jamie in the chase. I wish I was in there with him, but we're going to do all we can to give him the best chances of winning the championship.
As Kyle Larson was here, and as often happens with Kyle Larson, the conversation a lot of times turns to sprint cars. He loves his sprint cars, and we had a chance to ask him just what his thoughts are on the diecast car, the Plan B Sales sprint car that he had so much success with.
Yeah, I think the Plan B Sales sprint car is diecast car is awesome. It looks identical to what I raced there in Yuma. So it's cool to see Plan B on a diecast car like that. I think that's probably their first time on a sprint car like that also. So It was cool to be able to run that car and get a win on Brent's birthday was sweet too.
And when you have a diecast car like this that you have wins, does that trigger memories of those victories and of those great times at the racetrack?
Yeah, when I see when I see any of my diecast cars, yeah, it definitely makes me think of the race that I ran it in, or whatever it may be, and I like the the cars that look like after the race, with the rubber on them, and my Fontana car has the duct tape on the windshield, so that that really stands out to me. That knows that I know that I ran that car at Fontana and won with it. So yeah, I always was a huge diecast car fan growing up. As a kid, I used to spend all my money on diecast cars. I would save up my the money I made from doing chores, and buy diecast cars at Gold Cup, Knoxville Nationals, and Chili Bowl. So and it took forever for me to get my own diecast car. So I love that now I have diecast cars of my own, and I have them standing up in my house.
Chatting with Kyle Larson, and we can't get out of here with asking, are there more sprint car races in the future?
Yeah, I'm working on some things to be able to run a sprint car this off season. I'd like to go to Australia. I don't know if that's going to happen or not yet, but if not, I think I'll be able to do Yuma again, which was a lot of fun last year. And I don't really know what the plans are for the Rolex 24-hour race at Daytona. So I may be able to run all of Yuma this year, which would be sweet. So hopefully we can get the off-season schedule lined up here soon, and let everybody know what my plans are.
That's Kyle Larson joining us here on this special edition of the Post Show. Again, all of this Kyle Larson diecast is available at planbsales.com. We love when we get a chance to hang out with our drivers. They get a chance to come in here and sign some autographs and really have a good time, and Kyle Larson, one of the good ones. So you can get your Kyle Larson diecast and everyone else's diecast, all of it available at your local diecast dealer or at planbsales.com. We love that you guys are getting involved with us here on YouTube. We have the comments below. Feel free to mention your comments here. Follow us on Twitter at planbsales, and we'll keep you informed on what we have. And please get some back and forth conversation going, because we love talking racing and love talking with you race fans out there, and we appreciate the business you do give us.